Good morning, all you beautiful souls out there. And yes, today is a beautiful morning because we got rid of an unwanted visitor in my house last night at around 1 in the morning. And the story goes like this. A few days ago, I think it was around Wednesday night, my daughter came running into my room at 11 o'clock at night screaming, "Hey, mommy, there's something over there. Oh, no, no, there's a mouse or something. It's big. It's whatever." I had to shove it back into the closet. So, of course, I went down to look, but I didn't see anything, obviously. But I was sure that she was right because she wouldn't make something like that up. So I went and I put out mouse traps. And the next day, my daughter looks at the mouse trap and goes, "I don't think it would go into those mouse traps. It was bigger than those mouse traps." I'm like, uh-oh, I don't think it was a mouse. I think it might have been a rat if it was bigger. And that was the most disgusting thought ever. And I know that has nothing necessarily to do with me, nothing to do. Many people have rats because of construction, because of other type things, and it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with their cleanliness, with their house. But somehow rats tend to make you feel like you're invaded. I don't know. It's like I can deal with those cute little mice, but not with the rats. The mice I just catch in those little traps. I don't have to see them. I drive far, far away from home. I go to the field, open up the trap, and they scurry out. And what happens to them afterwards? Not my business anymore. I've done my good. I've set them free. But the rats, ew, that's disgusting. I'm sure all of you are having the same reactions I'm having right now, just thinking about it. In any case, it changed my weekend plans. My daughter was supposed to come with me to my house for the weekend, and we decided that if there was a rat roaming around the house and she has little kitties and a baby still on the floor, maybe not a good idea. So I ended up going to her for the weekend, which was fine and was beautiful. We had a lovely time, and I had a great time with my grandkids with my daughter, whose husband is on reserve duty, like half of the men in Israel right now, still in reserve duty. And then we came home and it still felt invaded because we still hadn't caught it. Not only have we not caught the rat, but we put out traps and we put food on the bait, on this little hook. We felt as if we were feeding the rat. It was like coming, eating the food and not managing. Well, I don't know if not managing, I would say the opposite. It was trying not to, but it did not activate the trap. We still had the rat. The food was gone, bait was gone, and no rat. So then I went into the big guns. A good friend of mine told me, get the sticky traps. And then my exterminator said, get the sticky traps. I said, all right, you gotta get the sticky traps. So I went and I got sticky traps and I put them out and I put a little piece of, it's called bamba, this sort of peanut butter type food in the center of the sticky stuff. And lo and behold, last night when my daughter came home, she comes to my room and she says, "Mommy, I think we won the battle." But we went and we heard this bang, 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 and I was sure that it was inside the big trap. I was wrong. It was not. I put one sticky thing inside the cage so that if it went in to get the food like it usually got, thinking I was just feeding it, it would get stuck on the sticky thing at the bottom of the cage and be stuck in the cage. It'll make it much easier to just take it out. But no, it did not even go into the cage. It went for one of the outside sticky traps that I put and got half stuck on it. And he was like jumping around and oh, it was terrible. I'm sure that all you women out there can probably relate to me, and maybe even some of the men out there can relate to me. In any case, this was already 11:15 at night. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck am I going to do now? I can't have this jumping around like that for the rest of the nighttime. So we called up one of the online places, and it was $150 to come and take it out, which is a lot of money. Not that I really want this rat inside my house jumping around for all night long. I was almost willing to pay it, and I remembered that my dear, dear friend Susie, we've grown up together since we were 7, so like we're almost like sisters, told me that her husband wouldn't mind doing it for me. So I called her up, and it just happened to be that they had just almost arrived home from a bar mitzvah that they were at. And she says, okay, great. I will send my husband over. He'll be happy to come over and take care of it for you. Now, for me, that was a synchronicity. That was proof that my meditations that I do every morning were doing something and working, because what are the chances that just when I need someone to take care of a rat, my friend and her husband are coming home from a mitzvah, still in the car, and willing to drive over instead of going directly home, come here and take care of the rat for me? that was a synchronicity, and I am so utterly grateful both to Susie and her husband Jeremy. I'm so utterly grateful to God for doing this for me, the divine, the whoever it is you believe in up there. And thank you, thank you, thank you. It is a much more beautiful world today. And then, of course, after he left, I started thinking to myself, so what is the tikun of here? For those of you who don't know what a tikun is like some sort of correction. Because if you look at the idea that everything that happens in your life comes to bring you some sort of correction, something that you need to fix or change within yourself, I started thinking, what the heck could this rat mean for a tikun, a correction for me? Only thing I can come up with is that as I was cleaning out my closets to make sure there were no holes where more rats could come through, I started chucking a whole bunch of stuff that I haven't used in years and probably never will use in years. And so I probably don't even really need them. And so maybe that was the tikkun. Maybe I'll find out at a later date what the tikkun was, what the correction I need to do. One thing I can say right now is that I am eternally grateful to Hashem for bringing me the right person at the right time, making it all work out synchronistically so that he could come and take care of that rat for me. And as he put it to his wife, he was a cute little friendly rat, but not one you'd want in your kitchen. And I have to say that thank God it was not one of these big, enormous, fat ones like one of my other friends made a picture that he caught in his house because they're doing construction next door. So thank God it was not one of those ugly, disgusting ones. But thank you. I don't want any rats, any rodents, period. Keep them all. They can stay outside in the wilderness, but not in my house. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And no, if you want help getting rid of a rat, do not call me. I will not come and help. That's okay. If you need help in other things, I'll be happy to help. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great rest of the week. And enjoy the beautiful sunshine if you have it.